is she the San Francisco DA who sponsored this legislation?
San Francisco voters passed what could become the nation's strictest gun ban, outlawing not only the sale of guns and ammunition within city limits, but requiring just about everyone who isn't a cop, security guard, or active military to surrender their handguns to police by April 1st.
Well, that was eventually overturned by the courts, thank goodness. Joining me now, Colion Noir, Second Amendment advocate. Colion, so I don't really think it matters whether Kamala has a gun or doesn't have a gun or she knows how to fire a gun. But the question is, what does she really believe about the Second Amendment, given that legislation that she co-sponsored?
Well, we know exactly what she believes because she's told you in the way that she co-sponsored that piece of legislation. But she not only did that, she also fought against the Heller decision where the court said you have an individual right to own a firearm. And she fought back and said, no, they don't have an individual right to own a firearm because this would somehow hurt our state and local laws with respect to gun laws. So Kamala Harris has a history, a noted history of being exceedingly anti-gun, not just for so-called assault weapons, but for handguns, period.
Now, she spoke today about guns and the Second Amendment. Watch.
It is a false choice to suggest you are either in favor of the Second Amendment or you want to take everyone's guns away.
Colion, what about that? It's a false choice. You can have gun safety and I guess more of the monitoring by the federal government of individual sales, or you sell a gun to your brother, and you can still be pro Second Amendment.
No, that's not true at all, because one thing that we've learned about them as politicians as far as the anti-gun lobby is that if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. So they'll say they want reasonable gun laws, and then as soon as they get those, they'll then move on to something else, as is the case here with Kamala. Back then, she wanted to ban handguns, but now she'll try to tell you, no, I only want to ban AR-15s. So they'll do what they think they can get away with. And right now, she thinks she can get away with banning AR-15s. And if she ever got that, she would then move on to handguns like she did in 2005.
Well, and California itself has moved aggressively on clip sizes, on capacity. I mean, so it's always chipping away around the edges. Or, during COVID, obviously the price of ammo went way up, and people thought, oh, that's our chance. We can limit the amount of ammo someone can buy. So what do you say to African Americans today, many of whom are arming up because they're worried about crime in their own cities? Very quickly.
Well, I'll say this much. I've been a 2A advocate for quite a long time now, and I've learned that there are a lot of people who lean left who are gun owners who think that it's okay to vote for Kamala because she said the recent things that she said about owning a gun. But I assure you, she's the absolute worst when it comes to the Second Amendment. She's actually worse than Biden. So anybody who's entertaining the idea of voting for her, don't.
All right, Colion, thank you very much.
One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now, you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together, we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.